Okay, sales are down over 30%, and here's everything you need to know about it. Hey everyone, Will Campbell here. Admittedly, I'm just kind of winging this video. I didn't really come with a plan, but I had something come up on my social media today that just kind of provoked a thought, and I thought I would just kind of let you guys know what I'm thinking. Okay, I've been getting asked this question literally like every day, and although it's starting to get a little bit annoying, I understand why it's on the top of people's minds. And it's not just on the top of homeowners' mind, it's mostly on the top of realtors' mind. Because whenever a realtor hears that sales are down 31.5%, they assume that that means their income is down 31.5%. And although that shouldn't be the case, it might be. And here's why. Sales are down 31.5% in the month of October 2022 compared to the month of October 2021. And you'll hear this number repeated multiple times online and in the media. But what people aren't talking about is the fact that listings are down over 15% in the month of October 2022 compared to October 2021. You see, when people hear sales are down, their natural assumption is that demand is down. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you can't sell something because it's not in stock. I always use the analogy of the iPad because I worked at Best Buy when I was younger in my teens. There was huge demand for the iPad when it first came out, and there was very, very limited inventory. So when they would have a door crasher sale on a weekend and Apple would only ship that Best Buy location 5 iPads, they were gone in 10 minutes. Now, if a reporter came in and asked the general manager of Best Buy, how many iPads did you sell? And he said, we sold 5. And the reporter said, only 5, and then wrote an article about how the Best Buy only sold 5 iPads. That would probably be pretty misleading because they only sold 5 because they only had 5. Had they have had 100, they likely would have sold 100. So there's more to it than just the number of sales. And if sales being down 31.5% truly meant that the demand for housing was down 31.5%, then you'd be seeing price drop by roughly 30%. And we're not seeing that. Houses are still selling, they're still selling quickly, and often in cases they're still getting multiple offers. If you're curious about why that is, you can check out the video I made a couple weeks ago about months of inventory. It explains exactly how months of inventory measures supply and demand and is a better indicator of what's actually going on in the market than just looking at the number of sales and the average sale price. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need to be concerned about what's going on in the market, because you do. But all I'm saying is that it's too early to tell. Is the fact that our listings are down an indicator that there's going to be a surge of new listings come in the spring? Because if that's the case and we end up getting way more listings in the spring than what we're used to, and interest rates are still high, then yes, there's a good to fair chance that that might impact prices negatively. But if we maintain the number of listings we've had over the past years, or even come up with less, then even though there are less sales, price likely won't fluctuate too much. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video is that yes, price is down compared to what it was in April and May, but it likely won't be for long. So use this opportunity to buy housing at a lower cost. Sure, you might be paying a higher interest rate, but in the long term, you're gonna be much, much better off. And I'll end with this. I'm not an economist. I can't predict a market crash. All that I can do is I can look at the information that I have available to me to determine what's going on. And based on what I'm seeing, it's not as bad as it sounds. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And if you're somebody who likes to stay up to date on real estate market trends, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime I upload new videos.